I was never the type of man to cause a scene. So when my wife, Karen, looked straight into my eyes that evening and said, "Sometimes I wish you'd just disappear," something inside me cracked, quietly, without drama. I didn't protest. I didn't break down. I simply gave a slow nod, rose from the dinner table, and walked out of the home we poured our lives into. I left my keys on the counter, took nothing but my wallet and a small duffel bag. No farewell. No explanation. Just silence. For a decade, I had poured everything I had into trying to make her happy, working overtime, sacrificing my own ambitions, brushing off the subtle signs that her feelings for me had eroded. That single sentence confirmed what I had avoided admitting. She no longer wanted me. Maybe she expected me to fight for us or plead with her to take it back. But I had nothing left in me. So, I did what she said. I vanished. I crossed 3 state lines and started a new life. Legally changed my name. Took up carpentry, the work I had once loved but abandoned for the corporate path she'd encouraged. I settled in a quiet town where no one knew who I had been. For the first time in ages, I felt unburdened. I didn't reach out to anyone, not friends, not even my own brother. I became invisible. Over time, I built something new. I bought a small cabin near the woods, began crafting custom furniture, and eventually opened a modest workshop. People appreciated my craft and respected my quiet nature. I was no longer a husband. No longer someone's letdown. I was just a man doing honest work. And that was enough. The years rolled by, 7 of them. I had no idea what became of Karen. I told myself I didn't care. I assumed she had moved on, probably married the man I always suspected she had grown too close to before I left. I believed my heart had gone numb toward her. Then one afternoon, a woman stepped into my shop. Her clothes were expensive but looked worn, as if she'd been traveling or hadn't rested in days. Her eyes swept across the room and landed on me. She froze. So did I. It was Karen. She looked older, not just by age, but from something deeper. Weary. Her hands quivered as she stepped closer. "Michael," she whispered. My old name. A name I hadn't heard in years. "You're alive." I didn't respond. I stood there, arms folded, heart pounding in my chest, but my expression gave nothing away. She began sobbing, loud, uncontrollable tears that drew the attention of everyone in the shop. Then she collapsed to her knees, shaking, repeating how sorry she was, again and again. It was chaotic, desperate, and completely out of the blue. "I searched for you for years," she choked out. "When you left, I thought you were dead. I filed reports. I went through therapy. I tore my life apart trying to find you." Her voice trembled. "I didn't mean it. I was angry. I was foolish. I never thought you'd actually leave." Finally, I spoke. "But I did. And I stayed gone." She looked up at me, her eyes begging. "Please, just come back. Talk to me. Let me explain. I need to fix this." I inhaled slowly. "There's nothing left to fix. You wished I'd disappear, and I did." My voice was even, detached. "I had found my peace." She cried harder. I didn't move to comfort her. My own tears had been shed long ago, alone in motel rooms and among forest paths. That sorrow was hers now. After some time, she stood up and wiped her face. "Do you hate me?" she asked quietly. I paused. "No. I just don't feel anything anymore." She nodded, broken, and turned to leave, just as I had years before. I watched her go, now a stranger to me. And when the door closed behind her, I turned back to my bench, picked up my chisel, and kept carving.